The ad we're about to check was paid for by the Pennsylvania Conservative Fund. It's a political action committee. On Federal Election Commission records, it's listed as having an address in Georgia. It says it's either supporting or opposing more than one candidate for federal office.
Is Mehmet Oz a secret Hollywood liberal?
This ad is against Republican Dr. Mehmet Oz running for Senate. Some claims in the ad we've already checked in previous AdWatch reports, but two claims are new. Here they are.
Oz was a spokesman for a group who wanted to defund the police.
The group the ad cites is the California Endowment, but when News 8 asked the endowment about the claim, it told us Oz has never at any point been a spokesman for the group.
I'm Dr. Oz.
In a previous AdWatch report, we showed you this promo that Oz appeared in for the California Endowment in 2010, in which he touted the benefits of the Affordable Care Act, but that promo was Oz's only work with the group. And in addition, the group told us it has not taken a policy stand on defunding the police or any other issue because, as a private foundation, we are prohibited from doing so. So on two fronts, we say this claim is false. The other new claim is that Oz,
a doctor who advised the U.S. to follow the communist Chinese on COVID.
Copy what they did. Take their blueprint and repeat it here in this country.
That clip came from an interview Oz did on NBC News Now in March of 2020, 2 days after some states started shutting down schools and businesses to initially stop the spread of COVID-19. It was well before Oz announced he was running for Senate. We found the full interview on YouTube, and we can show you what Oz said, unedited, about China's initial COVID lockdown measures.
If you look inside of Wuhan province, they had a catastrophe. But outside the province, which of course they quarantined in the largest movement of its nature ever, 60 million people blocked in that space. But the rest of the country was relatively spared. They didn't have the big spikes, the huge crises that Wuhan experienced, and it took the country in a very different direction. We just have to copy what they did, take their blueprint and repeat it here in this country, and we started that aggressively over the last week.
Fast forward to December, after he became a candidate for Senate, Oz came out against lockdowns and shutdowns, tweeting, "Our nation can't go into lockdown again." But the ad's claim is that Oz advised, past tense, the U.S. to follow the Chinese on COVID, which Oz did in that interview. So we rate that claim as true. Matt Barcaro, WGAL News 8.